Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hello, good evening, and welcome back to welcome to The Binding of Isaac, Rebirth, the very first episode that I will be doing in what is hopefully a rather continuing series. This game is my grand anticipation. I have really been looking forward to this game for a long time now, and I gotta admit, I think I have a feeling that I'll stop the other series, the normal Binding of Isaac playthrough, and right now I'm just playing through it casually and unlocking the last things. I'm very sorry that if for the ones of you who would have wanted the series to continue, but I feel like I'll be pulling all my resources in this game now, so I'll just gradually be playing through the other one, getting the last achievements. I made it to 50 episodes, that's fine. Edmund Macmillan, you've done a job. You've done a job, and I'm gonna play that job now. I'm a bit sick right now, at the moment. I hope that will not be too noticeable, but I think my voice, you're able to detect that on the voice of mine. Now, not entirely sure. Map opacity, is that how big the map appears? Full screen. There's some kind of filter. That actually looks rather neat. It reminds more of the antique style of Binding of Isaac. The gamma, it doesn't really matter that much. Just makes it a bit. It just makes it a bit darker, perhaps. You know, that's fine. A bit darker. That's cool. And that is all. Stats, none, obviously. Items, none. But it really does remind me of the older style. Notice that you can't use the mouse anymore. At least not to my knowledge. No, I don't think you can. But yes, this is still really reminiscent of the old game and how the old game used to progress. And it really does make sense that Edmund Macmillan wanted to create this game compared to the original Binding of Isaac, because Flash created so many limitations. It was just necessary to do another one. For example, this whole scrolling aspect would not be available in Flash. It's kind of amazing. I have no idea what these does. These are challenges, obviously, but I think I'm just gonna take a fresh new run. This is completely new for me. I've not let myself get swallowed or anything. I've been sick, I've been on vacation, I've been doing a lot of weird things, been stressed. Screw that. Right now, let's go. Oh, right. So there's a hard mode. Of course, there's a hard mode. You can input a seed these days. That's really neat. Eden. More than 4 soul hearts. It shouldn't be that difficult. All right. Making 3 deals. Oh, so it got changed. 2 levels without taking damage. Alright, the standard one, and Judas is probably also the standard one, but a lot of them, yeah, Magdalena too, but so you only have Isaac. Alright, let's do it. I'm just noticing the differences between this, the original game, and how to unlock the characters. Doesn't matter. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh lordy, this. Oh, it sends shivers down my spine. Look at that shading. Look at that freaking shading. Alright, okay. So basically, I've got 1 bomb. Shading looks freaking amazing. The music, I personally really enjoy. This is giving me the chills, I have to be honest. Oh man, this is gonna be a joy. Alright, put out the fire, as always. So the standard rules to playing this game also, as the original applies. And yeah, you can still push these all over the place. It's nice to know. We need a key to open one of these golden chests. And yeah, I don't even think I mentioned, but as you could see in the intro screen, the story of this game is purposely the very same one as in the first game. So there's not really much variation there, but there might be some more background story or some more to, you know, it's more fleshed out. So you can't do this. Can you open it with a bomb, perhaps? This is technology 2? Yeah, technology 2, nice. And you can you move when you pick up item now? That's amazing. That's freaking great. I'm maybe gonna use a bomb on the pots I just found there. In a moment though, if I did. It feels lucky. Is this a trinket? If this is a trinket, I'm gonna poop myself so hard. Oh yes, they got bigger rooms now. Whew, this feels good. And these spider-like creatures feel more demonic than they usually did. I'm not sure how to break these. Oh well. This is... I don't know if standard deals with devil will still apply. We're gonna be fighting against Monstro, and the boss music sounds pretty damn sweet, if I do say so myself. Oh, there's that effect when he bounces off the ground. Oh, that's sweet. Alright. Alright, just excuse me, but I'm quite mesmerized by this game at the moment. It has really been a while since I've been so hyped and so anticipating a game in general. I think the next one will be when the Mother 4 game comes out, which is fan-made and everything, but it still just looks amazing. I got a black heart. This is a speedball. Synthol. Damage range up. Oh, that's amazing. That's like Jesus juice. Either it's still there or maybe it has just been kind of expanded. I know there are lots of new items, lots of new things in general too in this game, so it's gonna be sweet. Now, I noticed I picked up a black heart, and I believe what it does is when you take damage, it acts a bit like a soul heart, but when you take damage and when you deplete it, you spawn the Necronomicon effect upon all enemies in the room, so that's pretty sweet. I noticed the game feels just slightly bit more easier. I'm not quite sure if I'm just, you know, focusing on the wrong aspect right now, and I got technology too, which is in fact a great item. I think I underestimated a bit too much sometimes, but I just feel like maybe it's the way you control yourself that is more fleshed out and works better on the way that the enemies... Oh, this is... Okay, I apologize. I, for some reason, thought it was a normal bomb, which it obviously wasn't. This is a pill. And this is a normal bomb. I'm sorry. I should have remembered that E was the bomb key. Fuck, I apologize. Yeah, it doesn't really tell. Like, How do you get bomb? That's fine. Would you impressed? An item is Q as always. Hemathesis. That. Oh, that just does so you deplete your 2 hearts and then leave them on. Okay. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Now, obviously, I do not expect me to clear this first run. Even though I consider myself a more experienced Binding of Isaac player, but this is no mere Binding of Isaac. No, this is the sequel. Do not perplex. Basement 2. Still fucking loving the music. I know it has a different feel, obviously, than when Danny Rosenberg did it. But I really enjoy that too. It still feels so melancholic and ominous. But still with a lot of pressure. Alright, okay, that was dumb damage. Still just gotta get used to how the physics are handled in this game. It does feel more smooth when you move. Like, it doesn't feel like you slide around as much as you used to in the original game, because you had a tendency to do that sometimes. And that was kind of annoying, I have to say. These looks very much like normal enemies, but at least they didn't do much when I just encountered them. So if normal rules of the deal with the devil applies, I have taken damage, so I'm kind of in a bad spot, but I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Ooh, Air Junior is an awesome boss with the setup. I'm gonna tear through them like pure flesh. Yes, awesome. Monstrous tooth. Alright, you get an achievement for almost anything, and I did get a deal with devil. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, and I got a regular soul heart. It's cool. Is there only one item now these days? Oh, that lightning. Whew. Sorry. This is very eerie. Just listen to that background noise. Wow. I think I'm gonna 9. Oh, okay. So so you pick it up and then it activates after. Interesting. Just goes to show the excess of kind of energy power that this game has in reserves. The excess of processing power, I should say, not energy power. Energy vision. No, that's not the way we roll. I still have no idea what my poop trinket does. I think it's a trinket, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Still have no freaking clue what it does. All I know is that this laser looks amazing, as I've previously stated, and there are a lot more guts now when you kill the enemies. That feels nice. So I like the kind of jingle that comes up when you go in the item room. It looks a bit like Skatol or Big Beautiful. You. So it's like an improved kind of what's it called? The eye, the looper, or I can't remember right now, but you know, the eye that works for you, which is generally used by Peep or the bloat. Yeah, that guy. Maybe it is. So it's. I mean, it's alright. It's mediocre, I should say. Oh, so it blows. Interesting. Well, it's not that useful now, is it? But oh, what do you do here? You just can't go through. You have to take damage. Wow, that's kind of sickening. Okay? Oh, that was not worth it. Lost my spirit heart, but you know, you gotta learn. And still, red chests are as obnoxious as ever, kind of tearing you through your arsenal of health without a real kind of viewable benefit. You never really know if it might work out for you. Alright, rotten meat, yeah, health up as always. Now, obviously, I do regret some decisions that I wouldn't have made in the normal vanilla game, the prequel to this. But I digress, because this is a fresh new experience. Oh, sweet. Also liking the music here. Not yet. I think I'm gonna go directly for the boss room, see if I can get a deal. See if stuff works out in the end, which it might. So these worms are back at it again. I don't know if there are, you know, the different kind of variations of floors, which was also in the regular game. But it might be something that comes later. Oh, this guy's freaking... Stop that, you promiscuous bastard. Okay, that was dumb damage. I didn't think it would reach me all the way over there. He has a lot of health. I know I'm kind of weak at the moment. The laser doesn't do that much. There was a bomb engraved in that stone, I should have noticed. And I cannot pass, so... Something I must be doing later. I still kind of... Oh, they leave a trail of blood, which might deal damage if you pass it. These guys will hunt you down with bones, to my understanding. Yeah, oh, they definitely will. Oh, alright. Alright, please. Yes. Coolness. Broken magnet. Oh, so it's like... Yeah, it is a trinket. Oh, it's nice you can slide off. Like, what happens if I do this? I know it's a waste, but... Can I... Okay. Liberty cap. Well, that's... I know what it does, I know its effect, but I think I'm gonna go with the broken magnet. It might just be a kind of limited variation of Magneto, which is kind of an iffy item in the first place. Oh, it is. Oh, sweet. Alright, that was worth it. So it might work with some items, but not with every item. That's the way I understand it, at least. Sure, he's also gonna get mauled by my item of choice right here. Except when that happens, what the So I take damage when my best friend explodes too. That doesn't make that much sense. Well, it does, but it's annoying, kind of. That's slightly... I'm still... Alright, screw it. I tried to go for the big meat, but I essentially died in the process. Well, at least it does tremendous amounts of damage. I'm severely overestimating my damage right now, it's awful. Tears and shot speed up. That's actually a pretty good way to balance it out, because originally it was supposed to be a tears up, and then it was announced. Disbelievable. So what it actually does was merely, it was a shot speed up, and the worst shot speed up in the game was essentially hated by many, just like frigging spike strips and risk of rain. I don't know, maybe that's just the thing. But yeah, so was this too. Curse rooms have gotten much more risk-reward-esque, or much more risky, I would say. I haven't gotten a reward from them yet. Not a single one. That's that's worth thinking about. Now the Magneto I want to keep. I would want something even better too, so I don't know if this glitch still is intact. No, it's not. You never know, sometimes speed down, that freaking sucks, but that was a nice effect that happened. You know, sometimes I might just... Edmund Magneto might keep the kind of cliche effects that happens, because originally there was a bug when you left the bomb and you exited or exited the room and entered it again. It would have the effect of a Mr. Mega, so it would have a much rather explosion radius. And maybe he kept it in just for old time's sake, just for, you know, nostalgic effects. But the bloody idiot didn't, and I hate him for it. Please go die in a hole, Mr. Millen. These guys are fast, but then again, my speed is terrible. I like that kind of chant that they're doing. It's much more Resident Evil 4-esque now. It's very neat. Also these guys are wall pinners things. I don't know. Kind of exploded by my bomb flies over. That's nice. Where journey begins. May I have a kind of small explanation? I know it's very cryptic and kind of supposed to be in the atmosphere. But I still feel it's a good idea to at least come with some explanation. Now I almost died just from one single room, so that's not very comfortable. Comforting. This item is bloody terrible. Oh, so now you can see how long it takes to be activated. That's neat. Alright, that was definitely not worth it. it is gotten much more risky. I thought it was essential that you got an item every single time you went into one of these. But obviously, I have been mistaken. And still feel my lackluster damage. Quite a good bit, actually. Oh, peep. I didn't know he could even spawn here, but I guess it makes pretty good sense. It's just kind of terrifying. Oh, still with that motion. And you can see his shadow now, which makes so much sense. And I feel like the yellow spots are easier to dodge now because they're more slower. Maybe they're faster in different versions of the game. I died with one of my hearts. And that's not necessary to kind of continue up on. So yeah, I might have, you know, washed this run out by poor play, but... Sweet tip-to music, tip-to music. Why not? Why not? I'm gonna burn through my inventory of shit right now. There was supposed to be a kind of donation machine somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where it was. Okay, so the world reveals the entire map. The devil creates a book of Belial effects, so it gets stronger, more damage power on one room. And I didn't even mention the item that I picked up, the book of, what was it, manual on telekinesis or something. Basically it does so that you get homing tiers for one room, and the tower is a lot of bombs. Alright, I know I'm blowing through all my monies right now, but I feel like might as well. It goes much faster when you have to do this compared to the old times. Alright, not much. Not freaking much. Devil I'm gonna take. And just be content if I don't die miserably. Which is looking a bit too likely at the moment, I have to admit. So I think the map opacity means how... Oh yeah, it means how prevalent your map is compared to the background. I just realized that after too long a time, I should say. Alright, I died again. Those spider hangers from the wall are pretty damn powerful and omnipotent. Shickle. Oh no, they're dangerous, man. Get off. Cool. This little fella is a no-no from my side. That's definitely a no-no. If I get a deal with Devil, I'm the luckiest son of a gun alive. I actually hope I don't get one, because I would just be too merciful. I played terrible in this run. I can say that without... What? Oh, so those are the items. It's like small batteries. It does so that you can have an instant replenished item charge, I think. When you pick it up, that is. I should be using this item much more starting from now. Right, that was basically worthless. But oh well, I'm gonna open this. Oh, the Joker. Yes. Alright, I'm getting much closer to becoming, yeah. That's sweet, that's really sweet. Guppy set is a pretty good item, and it makes me come closer to becoming Guppy. Which I still hope and think is a thing in this game. Because usually in the first game, when you picked up 3 different Guppy items, you could evolve into this dead cat-like creature, which could fly around and create flies every single time it shot an enemy. And flies do twice the damage of your tears when they become in contact with an enemy, so they are extremely useful. And really, a lot of players in general depended on that item. Consume thy enemy. I know this. I'm not gonna take it because I don't have enough HP to really make that worth my while. Oh, I still got that 1 out of 400 chance enemy beats, because that guy which is shooting homing tears from me now and looking like bleeding, well, I don't know, he's kind of oppressing matter. Basically there's a 1 out of 400 chance for him to replace another enemy which is kind of the same but not looking entirely homicidal like that. No, not exactly. Okay, so the bad thing about lasers is that you can't change the trajectory of them like you can with the regular tears. And that does create some problems sometimes. What the hell happened right there? That was freaking scary. Mega fatty. Alright, he's the thing apparently. No idea how to defeat this boss, that's a problem. I have never... Alright, so he draws you in. And he does that, and that's not very nice. He does that too. Does it very quickly, and he... Ugh, okay. Well, I'll definitely keep that in mind, that he's a goddamn obnoxious fat ass. Oh, you lard ass. Alright, please do not die now, that would be a bad mojo. I don't know if taking black heart damage decreases your chance to get a deal with anything. I have no idea. Freaking no idea at all. He died. Yes! Little Chubby is an excellent item, and this is... I have no idea. Tears and shot speed up once again. I've already gotten this kind of setup. Yeah, and that was what I picked up before. I'm not done here yet, I think. Am I? I didn't notice. I've been too engulfed in the game. I think I'm gonna... No, that would mean I'll sacrifice 2 lives just for Kursum. That's not worth it, I would say. So, I'm just gonna... Gotta move on now. That's fine. Almost death. Death, almost death. But you know, death is only the beginning of Nirvana. That is my philosophy. Wow. That is freaking dark, alright? Back in the day I thought the room music was dark, but this is just pressing. Alright, keep in mind, when the goddamn big beautiful fly thingy flies into enemies, you take damage too, so don't stop doing that, alright? Bloody dingus. Okay. And sometimes they release, oh, is it those bone fellas? At least that's what's happened right before. Maybe, oh jeez, maybe that was random. And what about this? Okay. Doctor's remote. I'm not using Capitated as much as I should. So you just do this. And then that takes... Alright, I'm gonna go like this and see how long it takes to charge. But I think it's just one room. That's the gist of it. So do you get a bomb? No, oh, you... Okay, good to know, good to know. What about this fella? Is there something hidden inside of him? At least not to my knowledge right now. And I haven't encountered a secret room yet, but I think they work in the same mechanic as... Oh, as they used to. So I just gotta keep my eyes open for that. Oh man, this is really eerie. Alright, just wanted to point that out. And that was Mom I could do for some reason. That was freaky. Is there a shadow appearing? There is a... Is that like Mom's hand appearing as a kind of wall master? Floor master? Oh my lord. Is he just gonna keep appearing? No, I certainly hope not. Alright, she's not. She's done. Wow, that was freaking terrifying, alright? This is basically like those other enemies. Yeah, exactly. They do the same animation when you shoot them too much. But they were stationary in the last game, and now they're freaking dynamic as hell. Come on. Open up for me, sucker. That's good. Nothing of interest right now, I would say. And still... Oh, right. No, this is a smaller... That was even a small room, and I couldn't even take care of that. What am I, some kind of stupendous amateur? That's what they call me. I sometimes have to kind of abstract from when there are the kind of bigger rooms and the smaller rooms like this one. Just gotta remember what is what. That is a freaking fast flying animation. I gotta keep that in mind. So it fires like that. It fires much faster than the other fellas. That's for sure. Alright, we got the same guys. I know how to deal with these. At least, more or less. More or less. Great. Okay. Got it. And this is a shop, the first shop I've been in. Here is the donation machine. Man, I like this music. Alright, enough about that. I think I'm gonna go a bit nuts. That's all you can do, maybe. But no. Alright. not even gonna comment on that. Let's just pretend that wasn't a thing. So it's like, I think it's like to leave a limitation on how much you can donate in one run to the purpose. Oh, I'm too slow. I'm too slow for this. No, this is a pressing issue. I cannot die like this. Come on now. I can't die like this, can I? Yeah, I can. This is not the way to go. Oh, this bomb fly would be the death of me. Literally. Alright. Well, that was freaking great. Certainly hope. Oh, I obviously will do much more of this in the future. That was great. Alright, thank you for watching. And I'm gonna go have a fucking fangasm right now. See you in the future, and goodbye.